What is the fastest way to get to level 110 in Legion? Now, what I'll do is I'll provide you a few little tips and tricks to get to level 110 the fastest way possible, and also some little mistakes that you may make along the way and how to kind of avoid these mistakes. Now, the biggest impact you will have for speed leveling is, well, obviously, one, knowing the quest chains, but if you don't know the quest chains, it's not the end of the world. Two is level in a group. It doesn't matter if it's just you and one friend or you and four friends. Obviously, you can't do any more than four friends because then it turns to a raid and you are unable to progress through quests. Now, leveling in a group seems to yield the most effective way to level, as long as all you and all your friends are at the same point in every quest. This means that obviously killing mobs is going to be a lot faster, because they, when you start killing one mob, well, if you start killing a rare, and say four friends join in, that rare's health increases. When killing a normal mob, the health still stays as is. And also quest items are evenly spread, not as in the olden days of World of Warcraft. If you and a friend killed a mob, you'd have to alternate between who gets a quest item. It doesn't apply anymore. Everyone gets the same quest items. So that is the second tip. Third tip is order of zones in which you level. Now, I did play on release night, and I did get to level 110 on the day it was released. Now, I didn't get to 110 in the time I'd have liked to, but that was mainly because I was tired and I went to the gym. I'd have powered through if there was a realm achievement, and just to kind of prove that I do know speed leveling quite well. Right, granted, this is a while back. I did have a realm first level 85 mage, so I'm not unfamiliar with the whole sort of leveling thing and leveling at a good speed. I did hit obviously level 110 on the day of release as well, so that I'm not familiar with. I was solo leveling. Unfortunately, I didn't do the group leveling thing because I generally get a bit ahead of everyone else, and everyone else that I was sort of friends with at the time kind of were not going straight into leveling and so forth and so forth. I did it myself. It was basically solo leveling. You should approximately get about one level every hour to an hour and 15 minutes. Now, that's just a pure approximate based off my own experience. I know groups of 5 people were leveling at a rate of approximately 45 to 50 minutes per level, and some even faster. So expect that kind of level of experience to come in. The other thing, as mentioned previously, is the order in which you level in, or the order of zones which you level in. Now, I know the fastest way to do it, and if you were going for the realm first, this is kind of the route you take, would be Azsuna, Val'sharah, Highmountain, Stormheim, and then obviously on to Sumerat when you are level 110. Now, the reason for this was basically Stormheim had basically the biggest bottleneck to start the zone. It's the only area that you actually have to do a prerequisite scenario for, whereas the others you just jump straight into. With Azsuna, now I don't know if this was the reason, but this was the reason I found. I found Azsuna was very fast off the mark in regards to quests, and also it was a very easy zone to do. I powered through at such speed. The quests are quite clustered close together, and as long as you pick a rough quest path, you should be able to get through it at a decent speed. Now, I found that, and that's why obviously I got to level 110 in approximately, I think an average about, somewhere in the region of about 10 to 12 hours, which obviously maintained my average of a one level every hour and 10, hour and 20 minutes, something like that. The same kind of applied to Val'sharah, but I felt Azsuna was just slightly easier than Val'sharah. And then again, the same with Highmountain, but Val'sharah and Azsuna, again, slightly easier. Stormheim isn't exactly a difficult zone, but I found doing it at a level like 108, I think, when I arrived here, it was a lot easier than when trying to do it at level 100. Other things that you want to make note while leveling is don't kill rare mobs. Now, the reason behind this is that when you kill a rare mob, you get like potentially rare items or epic items. Now those items will reflect the level you currently are, which means that if you want to gear up quite fast at level 110, you get to level 110, then you kill rare mobs. Because then, for instance, I'll show you my two trinkets. These are two epic trinkets that I got from rare mobs, both item level 795. Now, if I'd have done that at any other level, I wouldn't have those two item level. Like, basically everything else is going to be roughly around level 780. You need item level 810 to get into heroics, so having these little boosts can help you along the way quite effectively. Other than that, don't worry too much about looting treasure chests. That's fine. They very rarely sort of yield items anyway. I'm not sure if they actually can. I think on a rare scenario you might receive one. Other than that, the only other thing that I can potentially suggest is don't waste your artifact points. And by that I mean, say for instance you're leveling as Arms or Fury as a warrior, but you plan to be Prot at level 110. Don't waste your artifact points on Fury or Arms. Save all your artifact points for Prot at level 110, or just put them all straight into your artifact weapon for protection. As you can see, the artifact power required for me to get to my next level is 6,840. Now, often a lot of the artifact power-ups or points are usually about 35, especially from chests. You will get the odd one, which is like 800 or 600 or 400 or so forth, but they are quite rare. So don't waste your artifact points. And that, in a nutshell, is probably the best advice I can give for leveling and, well, also speed leveling. Now, I hope you found this guide useful. If you have any other tips and suggestions towards this guide, feel free to post them in the comments. Obviously, like and share, and I shall catch you later.